Hello and welcome to Yellyswonders Knitting Podcast. This is episode 5. My name is Aniela and I'm a knitter based in Yorkshire. And this is my little space where I talk about knitting. We're in a different place today and I've got a microphone now, so hopefully that helps with the echo and everything, and the quality of the sound is better than previously. I'm recording with a front camera of my phone because it's a new setup, and I just wanted to know there is a window just here and I can see it's blowing up a little bit, but hopefully it won't be a big problem. If so, we'll figure out next time, but at the moment the house is chaos and the world is chaos, like we all know, and it's been a while and I couldn't get myself together to be honest, to do any knitting or recording for the last couple of weeks, but I think I'm slowly getting back to it. But one of the other reasons is also I've injured my thumb on my knuckles, and from knitting too intensely on a small circulars, and it's a bit painful, so I need to take a break, and instead of that I'm doing a little bit of different things. So yeah, hopefully I can, my knitting mojo and general life, I don't know, will come back. Although, yeah, like I said, situation in Ukraine, I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's terrible and I'm devastated, and my parents are still in Poland and it's not looking good there. There is quite a lot of people just coming across, which is good, and it's good that we're all able to help in our own way, but it's so scary to be honest. So yeah, I'm ironically laughing not to cry. So it's not like I don't care or anything, or I find it funny. I don't. It's just I like Chandril Bing, huh? It's difficult. It's a difficult situation. Okay, back to knitting. So I can't really remember what I finished last time and what I was talking about, and I just wanted to record today. So hopefully there won't be any repeats. I got a few acquisitions that I will talk about. At the end. So if that's you don't have to stick around, but there's quite a few a bit different things this time, because we've been in London for the weekend for the Stitch show, and it was lovely. Yeah, and so yeah, if you're interested in a bit of sewing maybe, then stick around. First thing, what I'm wearing. This is Aosta sweater by lovely Sophie from the Knit Per Girl. Sophie recently started doing podcast as well, so head over to see what she's up to if you're interested. Hers are a bit more compact than the recent trend of talking for over an hour. So if you like something nice and quick, then you should enjoy this. And Sophie's lovely soul in general. So head over there and check what she's talking about. Yeah, I knitted this in Peruvian Highland wool from We Are Knitters. It's one of the recommended yarns. It's it's lovely to work with, but because it's single ply, it's not wearing that great. But I just wanted to try it, and to be honest, I knew it's gonna happen, so I didn't really mind that much. So yeah, I can clean it if I want to. If I don't, I don't have to. So that's that. It's top down knitted jumper with the folded collar. I talked about it before quite a lot, so head to my previous episodes if you want to know more. And everything I'm talking about I will include in the description below. So if you're watching on a phone and you didn't hear what I said, or it wasn't very clear, you can head to like a tick under the video, and if you click that, it should open a box with everything that I'm talking about. So that's that. And one thing maybe that, just a second. So, if you've seen the previous episode, this is a Folly Dolly jumper. It's blowing out a little bit. This is Folly Dolly jumper, and the pattern, it's my design, and the pattern is now live on Ravelry. I will link it below. And that's it. If you're interested, have a look. It's mentioned in quite a few episodes. It's a bottom-up jumper. It's not very difficult for what it looks like. I probably wouldn't recommend it to a complete beginner, but if you've done a jumper knitted in the round, then you should be perfectly fine to do it and explore different options. I've recorded a video talking about it all, how to choose a size, but I didn't have the energy to edit that and upload it yet. So hopefully I can do that at some point. If you don't know what yarn or size or anything, but I wear it a lot, and I wore it to the stitch show in London last weekend, or whenever I'll upload it, and it got quite a lot of love. A lot of people was coming over saying, "Oh, I love your jumper. Did you make it yourself?" and things like that. So it was lovely, and some ladies asked me about the name of the pattern, and hopefully they can find it and make their own if they want to. So that's it. It's lovely. I love it. Been wearing it ages. I finished it ages ago, but it takes forever to write, edit, and test the pattern. So it's live now. So that's it. And my first finished object for this episode is first and only, I think. It's Eileen socks. It's a beautiful pattern designed by Larry Knits, and I did a bit of a shorter leg than recommended, just because I didn't want very long socks, and I used fish lips heel because I used this construction before, but not for my socks, or for someone else's socks that I will show you later. And you can see that in the sock instructions there is mentioned to, if it's a pattern sock, to stop the pattern on the back of the foot a bit sooner and knit about an inch, 2 centimeters, 2.5 of just a plain stockinette, and then start the heel, which makes it quite quick actually. Makes the sock much quicker because you only have a pattern on that much of a foot, and then it's only half of the sock. And the other thing I changed is how the central double decrease is done. If you can see here, can you see? I don't know. Front camera is not as great as the back one. So in general, it looked a bit more like this, but I wanted the pattern to be more dominant, the prominent, so I changed how I do the decrease. And you can see this quite nicely here. Those two are done in the recommended method, and I just did a traditional central double decrease. So it looks a bit more, maybe you can see. And this is knitted in Arvetta, Vilcolana Arvetta, in color marzipan. So yeah, those are my 2 socks. I didn't wear them. I finished them a couple of weeks ago, a bit more, and I didn't wear them because I wanted to show you. But now I showed you. I can take some pictures, and I can start wearing them finally. And I know people will be asking where the sock blockers are. Those are from Alex's workshop on Etsy. The shop is opening in very short periods of time, but unfortunately I think it was a Ukrainian maker, so I'm happy that I could support him when I did, but I don't think, I'll check that, I'm not 100% sure. As far as I remember, it came from Ukraine, and well, we know what's going on in Ukraine. So that's it. That's my first and only finished object. I don't have anything else finished, but I have quite a few works in progress. Quite a few, yeah. But I'm working on them here and there. This is Folly Dolly top. I don't know if you'll be able to see. There's a blouse version in a way, but I'm making this one differently, so it will be like a proper tank top here with the round neck, because I'm not really big v-neck person, and as far as I want to knit to make a pattern for everyone, there is not many with the round neck, so I just thought it would be a nice change. So yeah, round neck, tank top, and tank top, is that how it's called? And it's made in the same stitch pattern as the Folly Dolly jumper. So you can see it's got scalloped edge, and then it's splits on sides for it's knit bottom up as well. It's split on sides for front and back, and then decreases, etc, and now I'm just making the strap. On this one, the back is still not finished. It looks a bit like a little skirt at the moment, but hopefully it's really quite cute when it will be like that, and you got a strap here and there, and you can't wait to wear it in the summer. And this one is knitted in Zakami yarns, and that is a hand dyer now based in Edinburgh. They used to live in Cumbria. They recently moved to Edinburgh, and the color is called Tales of Japan, and it's 50% baby alpaca, 25% linen, 25% silk, and it's a fingering weight. So it's a little collaboration. Yarn was gifted for this, so hopefully I can finish when my thumb is feeling better. I think another week maybe, it should be back to normal. I can feel it's getting better, maybe because I had some ibuprofen. Yeah, I can finish it. Hopefully I want to start drafting the pattern and having it tech edited and for the pattern to be ready for summer. Maybe this and also the blouse one, but yeah, I'm gonna have to see how much can I do on time. I think it's not gonna be a very long episode today. I'm still recovering from everything that's happening. The other pattern is it's not a pattern, it's my work in progress that's went quite viral, to be honest, on Instagram. It's amazing. Some pictures have a few thousand likes, and quite a lot of new people joined me over there just for this, but I don't have a pattern for this. I'm gonna say that straight away, and I don't know if I will be doing pattern for this because there is a similar pattern called Twist and Shout by Pop Knit, and it's slightly different on a thinner needles and well, but yeah, so that is my kind of improvised. I did some maths, but you know, jumper with cables, and it's a raglan construction with double folded collar. So I talked about it before as well. It's probably third episode when I'm showing you this, but I just work full time writing designs. I don't really have that much time to knit anymore, so hopefully, yeah, you'll see as many times as you need to see it finished. I'm not putting any pressure on myself, so hopefully you don't mind. So that is the jumper. I don't know if I will have enough yarn, so I've knitted the first sleeve, and I didn't do the cuff yet because I'm gonna knit the second sleeve, see how much yarn it takes, and then see how much I have more left to do the body, because I ordered a few more balls. So yarn that I'm using is Knitting for Olive, and it's a color soft rose. And when Knitting for Olive was doing a donation sale for Ukraine a few weeks ago, first time ever I ordered from them, because that yarn that I have here is from Distash, from Abby Knits, when she was doing a Distash. When I was ordering from them, I ordered a few more balls of this, just to I don't know, make sure that I have enough. So I have a few more of those, but I had 3 skeins of silk mohair, which is the Fiber Fox in color Biome, and it's really lovely silk mohair from one of my favorite dyers, from Georgie and Ben, and they are lovely. So I have 3 of those, and I could probably order more if I need to, but then there is no, with hand-dyed yarn, it's even less chance that it will be similar or perfect match than from commercial yarn. So I will, and to be honest, I think I've spent enough on this jumper already, so I don't, if it's gonna have to be cropped, it will be cropped, but I hope I can make of it as much as possible. Because I prefer to have a long sleeves, because I wouldn't wear really something with short sleeves. I prefer to have a longer sleeves and cropped body than the other way around, if that makes sense. Because I wear quite a lot of high-waisted jeans anyway, so that works better for me. So yeah, I have this much left for the sleeve. I should probably weigh it, and then I have one more ball. So this is 50 grams, 400 meters, and this is 50 grams, 250 meters. So it's light fingering. This is very squishy. I didn't even compare them to. So that's the one I got from a D-Stash, and that's the one I got from the website. Looks slightly maybe different shade. Hopefully it won't be too visible, especially if it's blended with the silk merino. So yeah, that's my another whip. Can't wait to finish it. It will be so squishy. It's I think it will block out nicely when it's wet, so it all opens up, and see, it will be lovely. I put an elastic in the collar, so it's not losing its shape over time, because I like a close collar like this. I don't like when my t-shirts are showing. I think I said that before, so that's it. So that's my second whip. Another whip is a very old whip that I didn't do a lot of progress on, and you can't really see any difference, but I've worked a few more rows. This is a poet shawl. That will have a, I know it's dirty, I'm gonna have to wash it. I think I will be even dyeing it, so I'm not really worried about the stains. I will dye it some. It looks lovely in this color, but I think if it doesn't wash, I will dye it. And it's a super wash yarn, 80%, 80% superwash merino and 20% bamboo. So it's got lovely drape, and it's the same yarn that I made a jumper for my husband 2 years ago now, early last year I think I finished it. Oh no, it was summer it was about summertime. It was supposed to be a Christmas present, and it was just very delayed. So this is, I ordered it on a cone from the World of Wool, and yeah, to be honest, I've got that much left, and I don't know if I will have enough to do this jumper, because to this shawl, because it's consuming quite a lot of yarn, and it's got very long rows. I'm not even finished increasing yet, and they're like very, very long. And before I knitted them on the wooden needles, but I swapped to a Chaugus. I think I even changed the size. This is 325 millimeters. The other ones wooden, I was knitting on 4 millimeter needles. I love them Chaugus needles, so it was best decision to just invest in those, and I wish I've done that sooner and not spend so much money on, well, not that much money, but still on some other needles. So this is a poet shawl. Poet shawl is a sister pattern to by Sari Nordland. Just a picture like that. I don't have anything better on me. But it's a sister pattern to Poet Socks that I made. And there is I think 2 jumper patterns. One is called Poetria and the other one is called Poet Jumper Sweater. I think one was all of them are by the same designer, Sari Nordland, but one was released by Novita, I think, when she worked for them, and the other one she released independently. They've got slightly different silhouette. I think yarn weight is slightly different for them both. So yeah, I did only like a few more rows on this, and I started that project ages ago, and I'd love to have this finished product. And I think I came back to it because when I worked from home for a bit, and it was that big storms. It was really cold in this room that we're sitting in now because the window is drafty, and we're waiting for it to be fixed. So I was freezing, and I think that prompted me to come back to that. But since then, I didn't do anything on it again. I find it really reckless to just be increasing, because if increases are ever so different on almost every other row. So I need to check and like tally every row that I did, because there's like 500 rows to increase or something. Probably not, but a lot. So it's taking a lot of energy out of me, this one, even though it's just a garter. No, it's a moss stitch. Hopefully one day. Another whip is are some socks for my future sister-in-law. And it's just a plain vanilla socks. I made quite a long cuff, and I'm ready for a heel. I'm knitting them in tandem. I bought 2 pair of I had one, and I just then bought a second pair of those 9 inches circular needles. I love them, but I got injured on them because one night we were sitting and drinking some gin, and I had quite a strong gin. Someone made me. I won't be calling names, but I think the more I had it, the harder I held the needle, and it injured me. It's just repetitive strain injury, because it's not here or anywhere. It's just here, that muscle here. It's achy and hurts when I'm doing this, and I can't really knit, and I can't really hold the glass properly like this, because I can feel it like putting pressure. So knitting is dangerous hobby. Someone will tell you it's for grandmas. No, it's not. My grandma wishes she could be knitting now, but she just can't, because it's hurts her. So let's do what we love now. And yeah, it's just vanilla sock. I casted on 60 stitches. Didn't use any pattern. Made a fish lips heel again. It seems to be my favorite at the moment. It's hassle free. You don't have to. It's just very quick to knit. I think one morning, I was counting, and I think from all this, it took me half an hour. So I don't know about you, but for me, that seems quick to do a heel in half an hour, because usually you have to have the heel and then you do gusset and decreases for the gusset and leg, and that I still include that as a heel, because the leg starts for me where it's just plain knitting in the round. And I transferred stitches here now on a long. I got cut off. I don't know really why, but I had to take a break. I charged up my phone. Hopefully that helps. And had some tea and cake, and grabbed the skein of this, which is the same yarn as this, just different color. This is I think burgundy. I don't know. And this one is lilac, so I will be making a second pair with this ones. Almost forgot what I was talking about. So that's it. Oh, and I also turned on the light because I think it starts getting dark now. Hopefully that's better. Let me know if the sound is better than last time, and if the lights are good and everything. What do you think about the setup? I think, well, I don't know, maybe I quite like it plain on the back and having stuff here, but I thought maybe I could do like a swatch board with all my swatches. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Is this setup any good, and what do you think? So another, and I think it's my last whip. My last whip are another socks, and those are just a simple socks. Again, vanilla socks. I didn't use any pattern. Fish lips kiss heel, fish lips heel again. That was the first time I tried it, and there's a really long break between those two socks. But I just love how the yarn transitions, and that's Zauberball Crazy. 4-ply. This color is called Mariwinkle, and I'm making this using helical knitting, which is this technique that allows you to knit without having a join anywhere. So if you have a look inside, it looks really nice. That could be probably the only type of reverse stockinette that I could cope with, but it's lovely. So I will turn it around, and you can see that there isn't anywhere. So I got cut off again, and it took me a good few days to figure out what happened. Hopefully it won't happen again, but it saved you from acquisitions if it's not your thing anyway. I will insert here a few snippets from day trips that we did. This is Whitby, and this is Whitby Jetstone. Something that I didn't really know about before, so it was very interesting to learn about it and see how it's made and polished. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this or found it a little bit useful, please consider liking and subscribing. It's a big help. We're on 344 subscribers when I last checked, so it's very exciting and surprising that anyone wants to watch me rambling. So thanks so much and see you soon. Bye!